I can tell you that there are moments when you are emotional. It could be a funeral, it could be a wedding, it could be a convergence of family after many years. But I can tell you, when I walked in and I saw all these faces, shook hands of some very important people in the game of rugby, including Zach Olo, or as he was once called by a certain teacher, Zach Ulu, when we were in Nairobi school. I truly felt a moment of emotion. Never do you come across such a moment where people who have built an institution, built the game, get together in this kind of gathering. It is amazing. Zach, pongezi sana. It is very touching. I can see people here. Some tackled me. Others had batted the other. Others sidestepped. I think others body checked, and others sent people to hospital. Oh, Maido, I'm not talking about you. Just in case you may think I'm singling you out. But at the end of the day, the rugby has brought us together. And this is a great contribution, not only in terms of in terms of the literary aspect of it, but also in terms of promoting the sport. I think this, Zach, unless I'm wrong, opens the way for somebody to do something similar on hockey. I remember the Rihals of this world. I think even Akatsa was one of them. I remember people like Akich, Chris Otambo, the late. There could be somebody again who could focus on hockey and bring out that as well. Then there's soccer. I don't know if there's anybody who has done anything close to what you have done, but on soccer. Netball for the ladies. So you have opened the floodgates, if I may put it that way, and an opportunity for people to say something about sports in this country, even in the legendary area where we are strong as a country in terms of athletics. I don't know whether you can get something that mirrors what Zach has done in the name of rugby. So there's a big opportunity here. And if I'm not wrong, was there a camel derby? I don't know who was behind it. There used to be the camel derby. So we have an opportunity to say something and to talk about our sports. So I'm here just to really encourage and say I'll be hanging around with my book so that Zach can autograph it. And then I can have an opportunity to say jambo to these very good people. And my memories will be excellent. If you see a tear rolling down, please understand. It's really a truly emotional moment. Rugby has all sorts of memories. I've not looked at the book in detail, but I remember how Kenyans put together Miro, the Miro team or the Miro squad, which defeated Blackheath, and all the side steps and the good news that you'd ever think about was seen on that day, and of course the younger people who came much later and have made us proud, particularly in the sevens and so forth. I really say that this is really a tribute to the sports of this country. And it also now begins to send a message that we need to do more as a government and try and look at sports more than ever before as a source of livelihood and a source of revenue for the country. So this, I think, is a moment for us to really develop that. Now, I'll conclude by saying that if you think that rugby does not contribute to politics, then you are wrong. I'll tell you what. Rugby has taught me to tackle law when you have to tackle law. It has taught me to headbutt when you have to headbutt. It has taught me to run when you have to run. It has also taught me to sidestep when you have to sidestep. Let me tell you, all those skills learned here teach you something that if you enter into politics, you will not survive if you cannot headbutt, if you cannot sidestep, if you cannot tackle law, and if you cannot run. All these things come together. In politics, in life, in business, there has to be a moment when you reflect on all those attributes that I've pointed out. And really, tonight, Zach, you have brought us together, all of us, and many others who may be watching from other quarters. You have really brought us together, and you have elevated the issue of sports to another level. Congratulations. God bless you. God bless all these good people. I know some of you are now feeling the effects of the rugby over the years. Munya, does your leg, how is your knee? Because somewhere along the line, I'm sure all of us have had some battering here and there. I normally play a bit of golf with the first African prefect in Nairobi school. And in the process, he sometimes has a problem walking, and he tells you, let me take a breather. And you can see his knees are getting wobbly. I'm sure it was the rugby. That is the after effect of rugby. So, ladies and gentlemen, the school was Nairobi School. Those of you who went to Lenana and other places, I don't know where you are going. But I'm here to say congratulations and to say asante sana to be part of you this evening, and we hope we can interact again. Asante sana and congrats, my friend.
Thank you very much, Honorable Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi. That was a very inspiring speech. Before I call Ambassador Dennis Awori to say a word of, to give us a vote of thanks, I'd just like to, I don't think I mentioned this in sufficient depth. There's one gentleman who's here who has worked harder than anybody else that I know behind the scene to keep rugby going, and that's Mr. John Lloyd. John, are you able to stand? Thank you very much. We owe a lot to John Lloyd, and for some reason, I think it was top of the mind and it popped out. Thank you very much, John. Ambassador Awori.
Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Getonga, representing the Cabinet Secretary for Sport, please allow me my 2 cents. My 2 cents are that rugby is more than a sport. Rugby is a way of life. Through rugby, we became men, and lately, through rugby, we developed great movements. Through rugby, some of us got our first jobs. Through rugby, we got to see the world. Through rugby, we met cool chicks, or we call them days. Through rugby, we also found wives. Through rugby, we got to learn to handle pain. I could go on all night about what we learned from rugby. Rugby in Kenya has been truly, as I said, a way of life. And I congratulate Zach for having captured all this and put it in what I believe will be the first of many books about this great game. So the first person I must thank is Zach for the job you've done. Congratulations and well done. The second person I must thank is obviously our chief guest today, otherwise known as Phantom, or at home, Fandom. That was his playing name. Then I must thank the older among us who provided their memories and the material to set the ball rolling. And among these are, of course, John Lloyd. Thank you, John. Mahanja Mike, the first serious DJ in Kenya. Annie Mitchell, until today I don't know. Annie, were you faster than Speedy J, or you don't think so? Kati Kati, okay. And then of course there are later legends that came and have provided a lot of material and assistance to Zach in putting this book together. You are so very many. I mean, you know, Giacomido, Agre Chabeda, I see Owino, I see Dan Kimoro, I see Richard Njoba, no, Edwin, not you, but but thank you all very much. You know yourselves. You really have done, did assist Zach a lot. This job took 1 year of a lot of hard work and a lot of fact checking, because you know Kenya is a very litigious society. So if you say something wrong about somebody, you know what will happen. And then of course I must thank the publisher for his patience, for his assistance in helping Zach put this together. So Bwana Odwor, thank you very, very much. But above all else, I must thank a very, very patient and special lady, Dr. Jane. I wish she was here for us. She is here. Please stand up and take a bow. Zach's wife. Not just for the time when he was putting this book together, but for the time when he was playing rugby and being a total nuisance at home. And Zach's son Ramogi, he didn't come.
what a pity. We all saw Ramogi when he was born. We saw Ramogi grow up to be a fine young man, and I believe he also provided a lot of support. So thank you to the family for the support you gave Zion. And then to all of us, for loving this game and participating in it and doing so much, not just for the game, but for the country, as you've heard from the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Sport does have a role to play, and rugby a very special one. So thank you all very, very much. And now we're allowed to mingle and drink like rugby players, but no singing, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was the last of the speeches, but definitely not the last of the events this evening. Coming up next is the moment I believe that everybody has been waiting for, a moment that everybody has been looking forward to. We will shortly be unveiling the book, 100 Years of Rugby in Kenya. And for this unveil, I will request the following individuals to be a part of the tape cutting ceremony, if for lack of a better word, or is it book opening? But I will call upon the representative for the Cabinet Secretary of Sport, Gerald Gitonga. I will call upon Ambassador Dennis Awori. I will call upon RFUA President George Kariuki, the President of the Kenya Rugby Union, Odor Gangla. I will call upon a representative from the Rugby Patron Society. We'll call upon the author, Zach Olo, and lastly, His Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, to be part of the official book launch. So if we can make our way to this particular point. So this is the moment that we have been waiting for, and let us celebrate it. And our apologies, we forgot Mrs. Malone. This is officially launched. 100 years of rugby in Kenya. And if you haven't gotten your copy, still available for sale within the room. And after that, I will call upon members of the fourth estate for a quick photo session and then a book signing. I will call upon the author, Zach Olo, and our chief guest this evening, Prime Cabinet Secretary, His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, to make their way back to the high table for a book signing. Kenyans, I'd like to call upon Zach Olo to stand still. I know the excitement of the book launch is probably getting to you. Before we sit down, I'll call upon Brian Muhammad, the CEC for Sports, Nairobi County, to have a photo opportunity with Zach Olo. Remember, sport in the county cannot go on without the contribution of Brian Blama, Honorable Brian Blama, CEC for Sport. And after this session, we'll have another session for photography later on. And we do have an opportunity for you to get your signed copy of the book at the desk. The man of the night, the man of the moment, Zach Olo, will be here to append his signature to this historic book, 100 Years of Rugby in Kenya. And as we come to the close of tonight's events, I'd like again to call upon Ambassador Dennis Awori to give us the vote of thanks. Well, I was operating on remote control, and you know in big crowds it does happen. Well, the evening, I guess, has come to a close. It is now time for the book signing. In the meantime, we can make merry. Food and drink is available. Thank you very much, my seniors. My name is Michael Kwambo. I've been your MC this evening. Thank you.